Devin, I don't think we've actually ever discussed this.
Totally long.
So, one wish, go. You get one wish, go.
I don't have a wish.
What? You gotta have one.
Never have to work a job
All right.
again.
I
I
think.
could have wished for a girlfriend, but I don't care about that much.
Right? Yeah. I think.
Like, if it was a choice between never having to work a job in my life again and getting a girlfriend.
So like infinite money.
Not infinite money, because I don't want to be that guy.
You know what I just
Enough
do?
money.
You know what I just do?
Hmm.
I do that whole shit where when you snap, you get like $10.
This is good.
Is
What
it?
you doing, bro? You're slacking.
Oh, sorry. You're right. Fuck.
God. He just ruined everything. Look at it. You tilted the whole thing. You ruined it.
Sorry.
Ruined.
Is it good? Let me see.
You ruined it. It's great, actually.
Is it?
I already knew that. I've
Equal
had
to
'em.
approximately 2 cups of coffee, and it only has. It says it somewhere. 180 grams, and it says 300. Nice. It is really good.
Mountain Dew, baby.
Um.
That reminded me of Shaun White.
What does he say?
He was like talking about how he was like drinking with all his buds, and I'm like, wait, you said you were drinking? Aren't you underage? He was like, I'm talking about Mountain Dews, baby.
That's right. That's funny.
I got crack
I got
hanging
buns
out. This
in
is
my
episode
head, and I won't go.
31. I'm Dev. That's Mal. Chu Doin podcast.
Oh yeah, we never did that.
We talk about
Stupid shit.
we talk. That's about it.
But yeah, I
We
did the
talk
thing
and
where
you listen.
you snap and get like $10.
100 snap. No,
He dabbed. I do the same thing though.
You gotta you get the hand out. You can't snap with. He goes.
He goes. Dab me up. He goes. Every time. It's so funny. And I don't know if you ever saw him dab up Rolando. But Rolando started doing that too. So he would like dab him up and then snap with his other hand.
That's
because
funny.
yeah. But no, yeah, where you snap, you get like $10 because that's just you have infinite money, but you're also like you don't have like infinite money.
So gotta like imagine you want to go buy like $100,000 car. They're like, hold on.
Well, you do it afterwards, right? Or like on the way there.
Now I'll do it in front of him. He's like, what are you doing?
You like show him your bank account
Can you hit them
beforehand.
doubles, bro?
Yeah,
Can you snap your toes, bro?
Can you snap with your toes? Yeah, it has to make the noise. So like I couldn't, cause I can't snap my right hand.
What if I fake them out and I'm just popping my big toe, but they think it's a snap?
No, they
It has
know.
to be the.
Yeah,
Bro, I would learn how to hit that snap where you just roll all your fingers down, bro, and you just go.
it's like $40.
No. You know, my mind was blown
Huh?
when I don't remember. I think it was my uncle told me what makes the snap.
It's this, isn't it?
No.
No, it's you
Your
hitting.
finger hitting your.
I think that's cap, cause I heard that too. I think that's cap
It's definitely not cap.
because I've stopped myself and it still makes the noise. All right, we're about to test this out. All right, so I'm gonna put.
I mean, like, what do you think that does?
what is that? I don't even know what that is. I just know. I just
You
used
never
to
done
see-
that?
No, I don't know how to do
But-
that. Nah, bro, that's just what Drake Bell did in Drake and Josh. And
I mean, that's the same thing as snapping.
Oh my gosh, you okay? You okay?
That's just my fingers slamming into my thumb, and it snaps. Like snap.
That's so weird.
Like, get the snap down, but then, like, I don't know, put your finger.
See, but
there,
like,
or,
if that's the like, what you know what I don't understand? Why can't I snap with this hand, and I can't snap with this hand?
because you just can't get the right.
Friction. You know, I don't know. I really hope the
Remember
mic
band
can pick-
directors snaps, bro.
Dude, those were insane. Our first band
Yeah.
middle school snapped like this, and she still made that shit loud as fucking shit, bro.
I mean, I think band directors can just snap with any finger.
I feel like they're taught to snap. Like you have to be
I mean,
taught to
probably,
snap,
bro.
right?
Because their snaps are always like.
They're like, and I made my earring. That's how loud they be snapping,
They be like
bro.
snapping into a mic
They
without
go.
the mic.
I'm like, what the fuck? How they do that shit?
I'm over there supposed to be playing, and I'm like, hey,
I'm
hold
like,
up.
okay, shit.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
I miss my spot, and he just looks at me, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, you were allowed to miss. I wasn't.
I wasn't allowed to miss.
I don't know how
It's a trumpet.
I don't know how wind instruments work.
We're not a wind. You didn't even get that part right, buddy.
I don't know. Oh, you did the whole bowl.
We were supposed to do it. We were trumpets. We didn't do that.
We just left. They'd be like, y'all have to do it too.
Some people did need that, though.
Yeah. Nah, but in class, they'd be like, y'all have to do it too because y'all are like carry heavy instruments. Y'all should learn how to breathe. And they'd be like, all right, we're about to do breathing. And all of us would turn around and go in that room, bro.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
That was some stupid stuff. Never did it. It was great. Don't join band. If you're thinking about being in a band.
Unless you're musically inclined, then join band.
I was musically inclined.
Yeah, but you're not going into music.
Band ruined it. If
Bro.
you're musically inclined, just do your music at home.
That's true. You're musically inclined.
If you're musically inclined, you don't need band. They're going to,
Sorry, I was looking at my arms.
because then you got to march.
Damn, I got shit.
You know, if our school, if they didn't force you to march, I would have been in band
I preferred marching.
forever.
I preferred marching
I've been
season.
a band nerd. My dad didn't have to march.
Sorry, I just burped like into the mic on purpose like 5 times. College is like that too. You just try out for each band you want to be in.
That's how my dad's high school was. You just try out for the band you want to be in. So he just tried out for jazz band. Just tried out for band.
I don't know. Marching was fun. You didn't like
See,
the practice.
I feel like, especially at our school, I feel like if you had to try out for marching band,
the
the
band
might have been like half as big,
it would have been.
but they would have
good
been twice
shit.
as good because
Yeah.
the people that actually wanted to, I didn't want to do that. I didn't try.
It's
was
because
really
no,
good,
because like I
but-
think the problem with our school was, we weren't loud and there were like 200 of us on the field. Because
half
only
of us
because
didn't wanna be there.
100 people played. Well, also 100, also
And
a lot
like
of
you
people.
had the crappy people playing.
Not only that, but a lot of people didn't play because they were just so out of shape that if they played, they wouldn't be able to march.
Exactly. They would have just been solved.
By the
with
way,
trying out.
yeah.
Even if you're like you're really good, but you're like, but you're fat. I'm sorry,
There are some people, bro. They literally couldn't be on it. They couldn't march because they literally walk off the field.
dude. That happened so much.
I
It was
blacked
really
out. I
sad.
blacked out one time actually.
Huh?
I blacked out one time while
For real?
marching. Yeah, I think it was because it was really really cold, but I was like sweating a lot, so it was like really really hot. So I went down to do my counter march, and then
Not the counter.
so I
marches,
went
bro.
down to do my counter march, and then you remember I don't want to say his name. Fuck, I don't know how to explain. Trumpet bigger dude. Our freshman year, he was a senior. You know what I'm talking about?
Super loud one.
Yeah, the
super.
No, the funny one, the bean.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, well he was marching behind me, so when I went down, he like
That's my
ran.
boy.
He like ran like he basically fucked me. Like he ran into my ass, right? So
I know you made it funny as hell, bro.
What? No. Okay, so and then he was like, I think he knew my name, so he was like Mao or some shit, right? And then all I remember is popping. Like I remember like just turning around, cause it was our freshman year. I feel like you would remember. It was like our first counter march, and then when we went to our first formation, so it's like the 8 clicks. I like popped to turn around when we started doing the 8 clicks. I literally remember going down, getting fucked, and then and then popping it, bro.
My man just got PTSD, bro.
Dude, that's literally all I remember. Like,
I was probably the greatest person for it to happen by.
I loved it, bro. Did you ever were you near him during the 4 Winds that march?
I don't remember.
You know what the 4 Winds is though, right?
No, I don't even remember.
That's the one where we're like a fourth of the band goes that way, a fourth of the band goes this way, a fourth of the band goes that
Oh,
way,
yeah,
and you like
yeah,
walk
yeah.
through each other like perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and the other cool one, the curly hair trumpet.
Yeah. The buddies.
Yeah, the one that like you were cool with, but y'all never spoke. And then you're like, you would fucking walk by, like we would walk through each other, and he go, huh? And then would go, huh? So it was funny. Every single, even like in performances. I think the only time they did do that was like competition.
I remember when he couldn't march anymore. He was so happy. Man got booted to the side of the fields.
Mm.
He had to do the things like when we were doing our things. They just had him marching around the side of the thing.
Oh, for real?
He'd be leading the pack, bro.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Damn.
I do remember whenever there's like
Our band shenanigans.
I remember when there was this girl that was a junior when we were sophomores, and she was marching behind me, and she was like, that was the first time she's like ever marched near a bass drum.
Yeah.
So I went down for my counter march, and she just looked at me like we freeze halt or whatever, and like with that little like time to talk after he like at eases us, and she looked at me and she was like, "The fuck was that?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, I've never seen y'all counter march," and I was like, "Well, that's how we do it."
Y'all's counter marching was goofy, bro.
Yeah, and then the person like next to her was a freshman behind the other bass drum, and he was like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "Just fucking march, bro. Like, we're gonna get out of your way. Don't worry."
Bruh, that reminds me. Counter marching as a trumpet is low key terrifying.
Do y'all put y'all's horn down?
No.
Y'all done it?
We
No,
go
didn't.
straight.
Oh, I didn't know that. That is scary.
It's terrifying. Like trombones, they're long, but they go
Down.
tilt them down, so they ain't gotta worry about it.
Same with flutes, right? They
Do flutes?
yeah, because they're loud like that. They go down and then they're not allowed to pop back out until they're done with the counter march.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Nobody misses them.
I
wonder
can't.
if that's why. Like we're playing through the.
Well, no, it's just because they're sideways.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we had to stop playing too.
I bet you did. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
we kept going
no.
the whole time, bro.
No, the other instruments like snare and tom, they just had to hit while they were turning. So like hit on beat. They like turn it down beats as they were when they were, because you had to hold your drum because
Band stuff.
yeah.
Band shenanigans.
What I mean, it is interesting though, because a lot of people don't. A lot of schools
We're
are military,
by the way.
A lot of schools are
I feel like
military.
if you didn't figure that out, now you know.
I feel like you were just mad confused. They were like, "What are they talking about?"
Honestly, yeah, we were a military band. You're probably still mad confused. Not that many people even know what military is.
No.
A&M.
A&M. That's a good one.
We straight lines only. Perfect straight lines, supposedly. Supposed to be perfect.
Perfect. A&M is perfect, probably.
Yeah.
They're treated like military though.
They're military.
Like they gotta wake up and shit. They gotta shave their heads.
I mean,
they gotta do all that
They
shit.
have the what's it called, Corps?
Yeah, like yeah,
Yeah.
they're like for real military.
The Corps is not the band, right?
You actually need to take. No.
Like,
but you
if
like
you're in band,
but
are
you're
you
treated,
in the Corps?
you're treated as it like you're the core band basically, and like
So you're basically in the Corps?
yeah, you have to take a military class. If you're
cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Like they treat it actually. I mean, the way they dress and shit, and
I mean, they real.
because like high school military bands just like were in the Revolutionary War, which was hard as shit. I loved our uniforms. I thought that was so. I looked huge in them because I was fatter then, but like
They were some pretty cool uniforms.
and it was
Terrible
cool.
to put on.
It wasn't really that hard though. Once
No.
you did your straps, once you crossed your straps, it was really wasn't that hard. It was just annoying. The fucking what are they called? The uniform crew. They were annoying as hell.
Oh my god.
They were annoying as fuck. I remember
I
like when they were sizing me for my sophomore year, I was like the new like head bass drum.
Yeah.
So then they were like, "Hey, bro, don't be like the other guy. Like, please wear a uniform correctly." I was like, "For sure." First game, sleeves up, halfway unzipped. I don't give a fuck, bro. We were different. We could do whatever the fuck we wanted
My
to.
boy. Good times.
Yeah, it was fun.
Counter marching low key was like the coolest thing ever.
It's cool just looking at it from the stands because, fuck, what's it called? Because it doesn't look like you have that much room, and you low key have so much room. When you're kind of the Four Winds was really cool too, but it was terrifying for me.
My favorite ones was when we would do the ones where we go like to the edge of the field, and especially when like the other bands were there and stuff, and we're just going straight at them.
Oh yeah, they were like,
And they're like,
yeah,
and we just go.
yeah, that was fun. I remember
Just watch them, and they're low key scared.
I domed the fuck out of someone one time. It was so funny. It was during the 4 Winds. Someone I don't remember, but like during that section, I was like this far away from people. Like my jump was, I was like this far away from people. I dumbed the fuck out of someone. It was so funny. I was walking, they just said, like it was so funny, and it's funny because like I'm right, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like you're taught to do that.
Yeah.
And then remember that one time though, it was our sophomore year. There was like the worst march we've ever had. People were like pulling each other. Like someone goes, I remember
that was when I messed up too.
But
That one was really bad.
But you went under the radar, right? Like because it was so bad.
Like mine was really. I was sprinting on the field, and you know that's like you're not supposed to do that. And I was like, I remember I missed that day. So sick.
And you still kept your spot.
Huh?
And you kept your spot.
What?
You missed the day and you kept your spot.
I missed the day we talked about it. The film day, Mondays.
Oh.
I missed that day.
Oh, you just skip?
Kinda. I felt like dog, but.
Yo, so you didn't just go to school at all?
Yeah, I didn't go to school at all.
Come on, we could at least just skip the class.
Nah, I felt like butt.
Okay, fair enough.
I just didn't go, but that was a good reason not to be there. But I still, because somebody recorded it. Who was the
second band director?
He was talking about it, and you know how he calls you out, and it was funny.
Because he called you out?
Because he saw me, and he was just like, and here's Devin running on the field.
Dude, that thing was
and
bad.
then that's all he said about me, and then he went to the whole mess of everything.
Well, yeah, because I remember like we were walking back. It was in the 4 Winds, and I was right. Like I was the only one that was right in my area. And then fucking the girl who's supposed to be behind me, she was like on my right, and she grabs one of the people. She grabs one of the people, and she pushes them the wrong way because she's dumb. She's like, you have to go over there, and I grab her. Like, I grab her shoulder, and I'm like, go back there. I was like, you have to be back there, because she's supposed to be behind me, and she was on my right. And she's like, oh, shit, you're right. And, dude, like, it was mad funny, bro. It's Inception?
It was funny. It was funny.
Good times.
It was the only time I messed up, I think.
You remember when I messed up? Took out your knee, bro? That hurt.
Nah, I mean, it did, but it was just funny.
That was scary. I was so butthurt that day.
Dude, I was, like, terrified when I messed up.
Dude, me too, because it's noticeable. Nah, that one wasn't noticeable. No one knew.
At a game, so.
Yeah, I did it, but that one was in
right,
competition when I fucked up that bad.
But, like.
I remember when they cut me because our fucking drum majors couldn't stay together.
I honestly, like. I don't even remember what I did. Well, I know what I did. I don't know how I messed up. It was so weird. And it was the hardest thing to get back to where I was supposed to be.
You want to know the best part about band?
Huh.
Credits. They give us our fine arts and our athletic credit. I don't know why that counted as athletic.
Freshman year, me and you were like, so we different when we got our credits, bro?
Yeah.
We different when I got credits?
And then we got our credits, and then
we did.
And then we did.
And then half
everyone
the band
followed us. Yeah. That's funny. Inception. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, kind of. I remember that being a piece of it.
Or like,
I don't remember what it did.
It
did it when it did something.
He would spin the top, and if he was in a dream, he knew he was in a dream if it didn't like slow down or anything.
Oh, just forever went.
Yeah, but at the end of the movie, it ends with it ends with a zoom in on the top, but it doesn't stop. So at the end, it's like, is he still in a dream? And those are my favorite kind of movies, like the open-ended ones. I said movies. Ew, I'm a film student. That's my favorite kind of films, because
Don't.
Okay, so I was walking on campus the other day, and it was like raining, right? Bro, why are people scared of rain?
Honestly, bro.
I hate that shit.
When it's raining, I be taking that.
Whenever it rains and people run, I'm like, why?
Honestly.
Next time it rains on campus, I'm just going to lay down.
I be enjoying it.
I love the rain.
I probably look so depressed when it rains, though. I just be...
Bro, me too, but I feel cool. Fuck, what was it? No, I was also watching Daredevil. It was like raining really hard, and like the supporting character had like, it was raining. He was like, all right, well, because I'll see you all around. And he grabs a newspaper out of his like fucking bag and like puts it over his head and just runs. And I'm like, why do people run in the rain? Like, you're gonna get wet anyways.
Running in the rain makes you wetter.
Mythbusters.
Is that a MythBusters thing?
Apparently, that's what I heard. Cause you're running, so like not only are you hitting the rain here, like on top, but you're also.
I mean, I know
hitting
you get more
rain.
wet if you're.
Yeah.
It's just from driving. If it's like sprinkling, but you're just sitting there and you look at your windshield, it's slowly.
Yeah, but whenever you
It's
go,
wiper ready. But when you start going, bro, it look like it flooding, bro.
that's why driving on the highway when it's raining is low key scary as shit.
I will love driving on the highway when it's raining.
Have you ever done it? Like, have you ever driven on the highway when it's raining? But it's to the point where like it's raining so hard, like people are going like 30, 45. That's low key soothing as shit, but also like very scary.
You ever done it in a behemoth?
Of a car?
A truck?
No.
A literal behemoth?
You did it in a 18-wheeler?
I did it in a box truck and the windshield wipers went out.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Did not slow down.
That's what's up, bro.
I was
Fuck
just
it.
like,
Full send. Hey, if you hit somebody, you hit somebody.
I don't know how I did that. It was actually terrifying. I could barely see, but
Yeah.
I couldn't stop.
You could.
I couldn't. I didn't know where to stop.
Oh, fair enough.
I was on a highway, so I couldn't just.
Fair enough. You can't just stop because that's dangerous.
I don't even think there was a shoulder, so I was just like, YOLO.
Fuck it, bro. Full send. If you
Made
die,
it.
you die.
Made it.
It's your time. And you're,
Ah.
in your life, so you're okay.
That job was low key fun.
That job? I see people come in.
I
Like-
think about it sometimes.
I see people come in and they like do my, they do the stuff, like the milkman and like the boarding, like
Just
milk
say
people.
it like that.
Cause I love calling them
Like
milkman.
the milkman.
The
I
milkman.
applied for that job.
Did you? You didn't get it? Cause you're not 21.
No, I don't even think you need to be 21 for them. I just didn't get it. They didn't even. I don't know.
You should apply again. They seem like they're cool people.
I don't know.
One of them yelled at my mom though. I almost stuck his ass. It was so funny.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the Coke people, the Mountain Dew people. I might be able to get you a job at Pepsi. I know a guy.
You do know a guy. Does he here, right?
Huh?
Does
Yeah, he lives in the Walker County area. Yeah. Oh fuck! I just said our county. Oh well.
Everybody knows, man. You've said it like 30 times.
You don't cut it out? I thought you cut
No.
it out. Oh.
No,
All right.
I don't.
All right.
This just goes.
So it goes.
That's how it goes. Billy Pilgrim.
Billy Pilgrim.
Billy?
I don't remember
Trash.
anything about that book, to be honest, except for the fact that it was fucking weird and so it goes.
That was a good book.
It was a good
actually.
book. I do remember.
I remember. Even I enjoyed it. Bless you.
That was loud.
Bro,
Fuck, that
low
hurt.
key, like, you ever like actually want to read? Like you like I genuinely want to read,
Dude, yes.
but like I don't even know how to find books that I would want to read.
Have you read Frankenstein?
Hated that book.
What? I was in my mind. I was prepared to say you would love it, and then you said that, and I just froze. I didn't know what to say. That's why it took me so long to go. What?
It was alright.
What? I love that book. That's probably my favorite book. Like, see, but I want to read.
No, I think I
because-
didn't enjoy it because I was supposed to read it for school and I read it in like 3 days.
Oh yeah, that's why. I actually like read it because it was like it was my first like college credit for school, so I read it like throughout summer, like how you're supposed to do summer readings,
Yeah.
dude. That shit was so good. I loved it, bro. I fucking loved it. Where you going? Oh my god, that book was amazing. But the only reason it was good was because we had a teacher who explained every fucking word to us. Why are you looking for your books, bro? No one cares about the books you read in high school. Oh, I love that book. It's so good. It's so good, bro. Oh, is that it? Is that it is The Good Earth. Ugh.
Frankenstein. See, like, look how perfect the book is.
It's so good. It's such a good book. It's
Sorry,
such a good
I didn't have my
book.
mic. You can tell.
Wait, whenever you read, do you read? Or like do you like audiobook?
I read.
Oh, I see. I audiobook.
No, that
shit.
book I audiobooked.
Dude.
No, school books I audiobooked because I put it on like 3 times speed.
Oh, see, I used to do that too,
And
but
I
then
would just
this
go-
book I got into, and the guy doing it was so good at it. He gave like everyone different voices. Same with, like with the Tale of Two City fucking audiobook that we listened to in class. That book was ass.
I don't remember anything about this book.
That's the Asian one. Where like he had a wife, but like the wife came
Multiple
from like
wives?
rich. What?
I don't know.
Yeah, he had multiple wives, I think. I don't remember actually.
Oh, God.
Such a good book. Such a good book.
Look
Tale
at
of Two
it. Look at
Cities.
it, bro.
It's the only reason that a lot of people didn't like that book was because we had to annotate it and take tests over it and shit. But that book was fucking phenomenal.
Nah, I did not like this book. I think I get to a point where I stopped annotating. No, we skipped a lot of the book.
No, we didn't.
We didn't skip it, but we couldn't do it.
No, she made us watch it at home, and people didn't watch it at home.
No, like the annotations.
Oh yes, we didn't annotate it. You're right.
We didn't have to do it after.
Well, no, we were supposed to do it, and then she was like, "And if you like, just like do it, because I'm gonna check it." And she never checked it, so everyone was like, "We'll just stop." God, this book is so good, dude. Did you had to read it for AP English, right? Frankenstein.
What is AP English?
Senior year English.
Yeah.
Did she tell you how it was written?
Mm-mm.
She said that Mary Shelley, right?
Well, probably
was with her husband, and like the power went out or some
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
So they all just created like scary stories, and she came up with fucking Frankenstein, bro. Oh my god, it's so good.
That's
the
like
movie's so shit. The
that's
movie's
like
so shit.
Frankenstein, right? Like that's the OG
Yeah,
creation of him right there.
yeah, cause the movie's shit. The movie does not like I hate it because this is not, he doesn't look like this. Like in the book, he's not explained to look like this at all. Like the whole like green bullshit is he's not green. He's like yellow. His hair's long. Well, you know, like Frankenstein's green. Like he's portrayed as green everywhere. He's
I don't
yellow.
think I've seen a Frankenstein movie except for the black and white one.
Yeah, but like look at Frankenstein. The first fucking picture you'll see. Oh,
Yeah, I'll look up Frankenstein.
he's yellow.
This
His
is a good book.
hair's long. Their eyes are watching God. I read like half of it.
It's a good book.
It was alright. Oh, look what I'm looking at.
I was actually in like, this one was for an HS chick. No,
no,
before that.
no,
Freshman year.
junior year.
Junior year?
Yeah.
For real?
But David, bro. So yeah, like he's portrayed as green everywhere. Like if you could look up like Halloween Frankenstein.
My brother's nickname between me and my mom is Frank
Why?
for Frankenstein.
Why are you calling Frankenstein?
I don't know, because he's just big. Has big feet.
Oh my god! Like I want to watch a good Frankenstein movie that's like actually like accurate.
So make one.
Might have to.
You know how
You know how hard it is to
you
get the
know
rights for
happy
books.
our
Oh.
teacher would be if you did that and came back
Dude.
and said, I think she said that.
No, you're thinking of Tale of Two Cities. Cause remember we like
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
could
she
watch
did
the news
talk
for
about that
extra
too.
credit or whatever. Wait, I'm trying to think.
I feel
'Cause
like
I feel like-
they both said it.
I feel like for A Tale of Two Cities.
She definitely did say it.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, cause I remember saying
I
it.
remember
I'm like,
she, like,
cause I remember saying I'm gonna make a movie about Tale of Two
we were in
Cities.
the same class, weren't we? No,
Yeah,
we weren't.
yeah, we
we?
were.
We
Eighth period, yeah. I don't remember. I have a distinct like memory of going to watch A Tale of Two Cities with a girl that I was trying to get with, but I can't remember who it was.
Y'all
But I-
are so lost if you don't know what A Tale of Two Cities is.
Oh, it's such a good. Everyone knows what Tale of like that's not just our school thing. Like if you read that in
I don't
high
know
school.
what this book's about. Do you remember me trying to get through this book?
You hated that book.
I struggled and I don't know why. I'm not stupid.
It's
I
hard
just
though. It is hard to
struggled.
understand it because it's written in Old English.
I think I just like. I probably could have if I wanted to.
I just didn't want to.
I just.
That was also like like your shitty year.
I did not want to.
That was like the year you like felt like shit 24/7.
Was it?
Yeah, sophomore year. That was the year where you threw up almost in uniform. I remember that day so well.
I wish I would have.
God, imagine how funny that would have been. God, this is such a good book.
I said.
Dude, but yeah, you held that bitch and we're like, go. We're like, get the fuck out the way.
And then did the march like 2 hours later.
Cap, but yeah. Cause it was right before inspection. They were like, get a uniform. Inspection's gonna be soon. And they were like, start getting to your places. And we were like, go. Like, I
funny.
ran out and grabbed it, and I was like, y'all got a bottle I can fill up with water? And someone was like, yeah. I'm like, give me that bitch. I filled it up with water. I was like, Tiffany.
Y'all were clutch with it, though, Key, though.
Yeah, bro. We cleared the way. Dude, that was so nasty because I remember we like we like got you to the right, cause like I said, it was right before inspection, so everyone was like in the way. We got you to the restroom. You see that trash? You said, "Bleh." That shit was so nasty, bro.
It was funny. Like y'all know I threw up a lot when
Yeah.
like y'all just could look at me. I just could just look at y'all and you're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
But going back to this real quick, I think it's really funny because oh, you might not actually know this. So I took her, the Frankenstein teacher, I took her for dual credit. So I got her for like college credit. So all we did was like write papers in her class. That's like literally all we did both semesters. And she our first one was like, like what's an event that like made you like change like changed your life. And I wrote about how I went to a film festival my sophomore year, and that made me decide like, okay, because I was gonna go to school for engineering, but I'm gonna go to school for film instead. And then I mentioned how like it's not a real, like how my family at first was like, that's not a stable job, like it's not real, like it's very like stuff like, which they're right, but she was like, bro, your family really said that? I was like, yeah. And she was like, there's someone from this high school that graduated and is now working on Game of Thrones, and she's making really good money. And I was like, yeah, I bet. You know what? Like, I'm going to do it too. And she's like, hell yeah, or whatever. And then she goes, like, so imagine if I made a fucking Frankenstein movie, went back to her and was like, hey, bro, check this shit out. I would low-key like...
Nah. She goes to watch it in the movies all excited and stuff. And then it says produced... No, what would it say? Directed.
No, I think...
What would you want?
I think I'm leaning more towards producer right now.
So it would say
because
produced
directing is a lot of work, but producing is even more work. But like, it's more paperwork.
Say produced by.
Produced.
She flip out
Executive producer
in the
by.
movie theater.
She'd be like, "Is that like this?"
Oh, that'd be fun.
But I also kind of want to be a director, only because some directors do press, some don't.
Who's like?
Who makes all the money? Is it like, what are you asking?
Who's like the money?
Who makes all the money? The producers.
The name behind the movie, pretty much.
Producers, kind of. I mean,
Is it like the Russo brothers? Are they the producers?
no, they're director writers. Like the person who makes the money is like Kevin Feige. He makes the money. But so the way it works is you have like a studio, right?
You have a studio.
And then you have people that are called that are above the line and below the line. Above the line are your A-list celebrities, directors, writers, and maybe producers, I think sometimes. Like all like the big name people, right?
Yeah.
So those are the people that you hire beforehand on contract. You're like, you're going to get paid this much for this project, right? Then you have the under the line people. That's like your lighting crew, your camera crew. Oh, cinematographers also above the line. Like you're busy. You're busy work. Your bees, your worker bees, basically, are under the line. They're the ones that get paid hourly by day. And those are the people that make no money. They make like $18 an hour, maybe.
That's pretty good.
But they also work like 15-hour shifts. You work 10 to 15 hours on a film set every day. Like my professor was telling me one time that like, or was it one of the film festivals I went to? One of the spokespersons. I don't remember, but they said something about like, no, it was one of the spokespersons. How they I think they said they were working on a movie with Bruce Willis, and they literally like got home at like 1 a.m. woke up at 4 a.m. could go on the film set the next day. And then another story was that one of them was they were like on set with Bruce Willis. One of the crew members farted so bad that they had to clear out the room, and Bruce Willis was pissed because like time is money in filmmaking.
Yeah.
Time is money in general, but like especially in filmmaking.
Farting so bad. That'd be you.
Dude, that would be me, bro. That would be me. But no, producing seems fun.
So like,
What you taking a producing class right now?
so like, do actors get paid more than? Would they be like the highest paid sometimes? Most of the time.
Not including the producer, right?
Like, is the producer the highest?
Well, the producers. Okay, so the way the producers work, I think
Like,
I'm
let's
still
go
not.
with,
I'm still not sure.
Movies. Like,
Huh?
let's go with the Marvel movies.
Okay, so like Kevin Feige was like, they like pull out their wallet and they're like, I'm gonna give you $15 million to make this movie, right? They make that movie, and then so like Endgame, right? They're like, here's $300 million to make the movie. They make the movie with $300 million, and that movie made $2.8 billion. They keep the profit. The
So
producers, the studios, all them.
2.8 billion minus
300 million.
300 million.
Yeah. So they got like 2.2.
2.8.
But I mean, obviously, there's more than one producer. There's the studio, shit like that. Now, like, for example, Scarlett Johansson, when she signed on to make Black Widow, like the movie, her contract said that she would get paid money up front and then also get paid some of the box office. That's why she sued them.
Because Disney Plus.
Yeah, because it came out on Disney Plus too, so that fucked up her money too. It just depends. At the end of the day, it's really just because I mean, like, then you have people like Chris Evans who signed a 6 movie contract, right? 4, 8, 7, 6 movie contract, right? So he wasn't supposed to be in Spider-Man, but you know how he was in Spider-Man, like he was like the TV or whatever.
Yeah.
In the first Spider-Man movie, he wasn't supposed to be in it, but since he was in it, he got paid as if he was like an actual character because he signed a contract. So like you can only make this many movies. So he got paid like, I think it was like 30 mil to be on that. Like Robert Downey Jr. got paid, I think like.
When he like the highest.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
But the man was a king though, because I think it was like the second Avengers movie. He was getting paid like way more than everyone else, and he was like, "I'm not doing this movie unless y'all up their pay." Which I mean, like he deserves to be the fucking paid the most because it's Nick. He deserves to be paid the most because he started the whole thing.
Or probably Nick. Probably. Just let it go.
Should I call him back on my phone?
Do it.
What do you think he wants? I forget Nick was like on this at first. The first 10, 11 episodes.
As usual, we have Nick calling us in the middle of our podcast.
Wait, how much time are we at?
We're at 30 something.
No way. I feel like we've been talking way longer than that.
38.
What you doing, bro?
I'm sorry.
What you want?
I'm sorry.
What you want? You're on the podcast,
What you want?
Nothing. I'm just bored.
bro. We're doing the podcast, bro.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Nick, bro, you on like a 12-week streak, bruh.
All right, I'm gonna keep it going.
Hi, bro. Next week you gotta call us.
All right, bet.
All right, bro. What are we talking about? Oh yeah,
That was
movies.
Nick. Yeah, we're talking about movies, bruh.
Yeah, no. Robert Downey Jr. got paid a shit ton.
But like, producer still gets
Oh, yeah.
still gets more than them.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like, I don't know because it just depends because like movies have multiple producers, multiple studios. So like, honestly, I'm really not sure, especially with big budget movies like that. But like think of producers as investors. So like, as a writer, you go up to like a production company and you're like, "Hey, I wrote this movie. Do you like it?" Like that was something I actually learned last semester was how to pitch a movie. So like usually you have like a minute, if that. No, like it's a minute to like 3 minutes, I think actually, if you get like a minute.
Yeah.
And then, and they're like, immediately they're gonna be like, no, or they'll be like, let me read your script, and then they read your script, and they're like, so like, and they start asking you questions or whatever. So yeah, think of it like Shark Tank. Think of it like Shark Tank. So as a writer, you're like, hey, bro, you want to give me money to do this? And they're like, yeah, but I get profit. I get like this much profit, and they're like, okay. So yeah.
Regardless, if you're above that line, you're making a lot of money.
Most likely. Because you're getting paid up front. Because, like...
If you're above that line, do you get paid up front? Everyone above that line still gets, like, profit, though?
Just depends on the contract. Depends on the contract, yeah. That's why, like... That's why movies... Or no, like... yeah, no, that's pretty much it. But that's why, like, the AD's also, the assistant director is also above the line. See, the AD is also, like, a job that I feel like I'd like, but I wouldn't like. Because AD is the assistant director. Now, you got to keep in mind, though, the assistant director is not the assistant to the director. There's a difference.
Put an office.
What is it? I don't know. I don't watch The Office. What? I don't watch it.
You'd get it if you know.
Okay. Now you gotta keep in mind the assistant director is not the assistant to the director. They're two different people. Like there's one that's like, go get me coffee, I'll go get you coffee, sir. And the AD is like in par with the director.
I would be an assistant too.
The PA, they're called PAs.
Personal assistant?
I think so. No, I don't think actually it's that, but huh?
I'll do that, bro.
Or is it PRs? I don't remember. No, PR is public relations.
would
I don't
do that.
fucking know. Dude, I would too. Those are like the jobs that like you start out. Like if you're gonna start on the film set, that's what you get. But you're not the PA to like the director. You're like the PA to like, I don't know. PAs are the people who are like, get me coffee, and if I need you to run to the store real fast to get me something, you're gonna run to the store and get me something. Type shit. Like if we don't have any C-47s, guess what a C-47 is? Because there's just code names for shit.
A C-47?
Yeah.
Can I get it in a sentence?
Hey, use the C-47s to put the filter on the light.
A ladder.
No.
Damn. I don't know.
Hair close clips. The
For
wooden
real?
ones, yeah.
That's
Guess what a
funny.
stinger is?
What's a stinger, bro?
You want it in a sentence?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that's like not doesn't give it away too much. Hey, make sure you use a stinger to plug that in.
Use a stinger to plug that in.
Yeah.
A hand? I don't know.
It's an extension cord. Now, what do you think you do when you yell striking?
I feel like you've talked about this
I have.
before.
I have.
You say you do something.
Yeah.
Ready? No.
No.
I don't know.
It's when you turn on the lights.
Ah.
You're like, you go striking. So basically, if you yell striking, you can turn on the lights and blind anyone because it's their fault. But if you don't yell striking, because I remember I was on the light crew the first day we were doing lights in one of my classes. I forgot to yell striking and I like hit some people. And then he was like, yell striking. And I was like, my bad. And then you have to yell it when you turn the lights off too. You're like, lights off. And you click it off.
Are you supposed to like?
Well, no, it just depends because like if actors are getting in the moment, like that's like a big deal to them. I showed you the video of Homeboy getting yelled at, or Homeboy yelling at people.
I like watching the clip of Leonardo DiCaprio and The Wolf in Wall Street
Whenever they're doing
in the
that.
office.
Oh,
He's,
I don't know what
in,
you're
he's
talking
like in the office. He's like before the he's just laughing, talking, and the second they hit the it's just like.
Well, some actors are like that, and some actors are not like that. Some actors are the complete opposite. They're like, don't fucking even talk to me. I'm getting into character type shit. Yeah, but because if you yell striking, it's usually on the actor, or whenever you turn the lights, it's usually on the actor, unless you're like checking to see if the lights work.
So you think, like the actors, like when they're like celebrities,
Mm-hmm.
you think they're like cool with like the broke people on the set?
Just depends on the person. You mean like by like the broke people? You mean like the rest of the crew?
Yeah. Like
yeah.
the dude that's just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, probably,
stuff
but
in.
like, as long as you're professional, you know, because there's this thing called I think I mentioned it before, but there's this thing called fuck. It's like I forget what the actual name
He
is,
forgot.
but it's like clear the ivy or something. So whenever like actors are about to do like a really like intense scene, or have to get like really into character, they don't like to look at people, like at the crew, because they have to act like they're in the movie, right? So you have to like get out the way, and that's whenever Homeboy got yelled at by Christian Bale. And the crazy part was though that like he wasn't just a random crew member; he was the cinematographer, which is like literally right under the fucking director. So like the director and the cinematographer like work like this while on set. So you know, for
Is the cinematographer the dude that's like, we gotta record it like right here?
no, the director's like, so you get the script, right? You have the writer who writes the script, all right? Then they give it to the director, and the director's like, they're like, make this into the movie, and the director's like, all right, this is how I'm gonna do it. Hey, cinematographer, this is what I want, and the cinematographer's like, all right, I got it. Hey, first AC, this is what we're doing. So like, yeah,
So the cinematographer is kind of like
the
one
cinematographer's the
that sets
cameraman,
up the
basically.
visuals. Like
He's
what
like,
we see, cinematographer pretty much did that.
yeah, exactly. So the director's like, this is what I want. Like he just directs you, like
He brings it to life.
yeah, like
the
pushing
video.
the direction, yeah. And the cinematographer's like, okay, I'm the cameraman, I got you.
Ah.
But they don't. But the only thing they actually do is aim the camera. So that when it comes to setting up the camera, that's the first AC's job, which is the first assistant.
So they actually
camera.
like aim in the camera, cinematographers.
Yeah. So like cinematographers are the guys that like they sit behind the camera, and they're like, okay, go, cause you know, like now when you watch movies, or when you see like behind the scenes and shit, you know, you have the director sitting behind the like the monitor, and they're like, okay, you know, like that's good or whatever. Okay, well, back in the day, they obviously didn't have monitors, so the director literally had to trust the cinematographer to do everything. So he'd be like, all right, I want this, and he's like, okay, I got it. He's like, you sure? Yeah, all right, I trust you. So like that, because you know they only had the little fucking thing your eye could see through. So like that's like where the really like the trust comes in. But yeah, now the first AC's job is to be basically the cinematographer's bitch, because the cinematographer's so busy talking to the director about like the shots they want to do and stuff like that. The first AC's like, while you're busy doing the big work, I'm gonna do the busy work. Set up the camera, set up the tape, set up the stuff like that. And then he has a bitch too called the second AC, and the second AC is literally his bitch. So he's like, hey bro, I need a 45mm lens. All right, and the second AC runs and gets it. And the second AC is also the guy that goes, take three.
Is the second AC above the line? Or below the line?
Below the line.
What about the first?
Also below the line. Yeah.
Who is above the first? That's the
Cinematographer. He's above the line. He's above the line. He or she is above the line. Yeah.
Okay. So the cinematographer is still like a cameraman.
Usually yes, but I mean sometimes like not Christian Bale.
Like he's still basically like.
Yeah, like Michael Bay.
It's just
is like Michael Bay. Like he does both. Like he's a director, but he will definitely be hands on. Like I watched I don't even know who Store is.
Nah.
Okay, well there's some parkourists and they got hired by Michael Bay to do like all the parkour scenes. But like they had videos of him and they were like literally jumping over him. Like Michael Bay was like laying on the ground like action, like holding the camera and shit. Like he was like OG, bro.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, Michael Bay's a king, bro.
And then like who's above the cinematographer again?
Director.
I
Yeah.
feel like he's not hands on. I feel like he's like.
Well, see, but it just depends on the director. Because like I said, Michael Bay is the guy that like will grab the camera and lay down on the ground and be like that.
He's also a cinematographer though. Is that a cinematographer side?
Technically, yeah.
Being hands on, like if you're just a director.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Really
Yeah, it's more like just pointing
What if
around.
you're like both.
But the director has the final say. So, for example, if the cinematographer's like, I think it'd work better like this, but the director doesn't fucking like that,
so
he'd be like,
dope to just do both.
Yeah. So
you're like, I want it like this. Oh wait,
I can do it how I want
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
So that's why there's so many explosions.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's like, I want it like this. We doing it.
But it doesn't matter because like I said, if the director's like, hey, I want it like this, and he's like, well, I really think it'd be better if we did it like this. Like, I don't give a shit what you say. Now, usually it's better like that because usually the director and the cinematographer go hand in hand. Like they already have a relationship built with one another, stuff like that. And from my understanding from class, it's really like that. Like it's like, hey, we want to hire you as a director. He's like, all right, but I'm bringing my cinematographer with me. Like he's the homie. Like he's also getting this job. And we're like, okay, that works because obviously like they've made so many movies together. They're like, cool. Yeah, but see, like, okay, one job I'd like to do would be the second AC. That sounds fun. Also, just being the guy who's like, scene 2 alpha, take 1, you know, stuff like that. Like that was really fun. I didn't get to do it much in my class. The AD is also above the line. I would say, while they have nothing to do with the actual movie making process, they don't work the camera, they don't tell the director what to do. Their time management. So they just yell at people all day.
That'd be fun.
So they're the ones that go, quiet on set, and they go, all right, sound ready, and the sound goes ready, and they're like, camera ready, and the cinematographer's like ready, and then you go, record set, or how do they, like, what's the actual word they say? No, I think they just say record.
So you're just a verbal checklist.
Yeah, so you're like, sound ready, camera ready. Oh, it's roll sound, rolling, roll camera, speed, and then you go. And then the cinematographer would give like a quick like to the director, letting him know, hey, my shot's ready, I'm in focus, we're good to go. No. So then you go, then you do the whole scene, 1A, click, take 1, click, and then you have to refocus on the person because you were just focused on the slate, and then you give a little quick nod to the director. The director goes, action. And then they do the scene, and then whenever the director wants to yell cut, they go cut, and the AD, well, they usually don't yell it. They're like cut, and then the AD is like cut, you know, to let everyone know like we're good, we're ready, we're good, type shit. So but the AD is also more than that. Like I said, their time management. It's their job to like make sure everyone's on schedule. It's basically your job to make sure that you don't have to film for 14 hours and die. That's literally how my professor explained it to me. He was like, because if you work 15 hours, there's a big chance people will drive home, half asleep, and die.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your job to make sure that doesn't happen. But also, the director is the director. And according to Tom Holland, John Watts, the guy who directed No Way Home and all the other Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, there'd be days where he'd be like it was supposedly like that day we have to get this many shots, right? That's actually how it works. But there was one shot that they just couldn't get, and he was like, you know what? We're cutting it for the day. We'll pick it back up tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have better luck. Which is very, like, apparently not common in directing. So he was like, that's like apparently like something really good that directors are really bad at, according to Tom Holland. Because he was like, and that's like surprising. He was like, that's so surprising. Like, he's so good to work with and easy to work with and shit. So yeah, but I'm excited though because he's also directing the new Fantastic Four. So did you hear that John Krasinski's rumored to be Reed Richards?
Sure.
You know who John Krasinski is, right?
I think
It's the guy from The Office, Jim.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like,
Yeah. So I'm excited because that's who everyone wanted. Everyone also wanted to be his wife to be like his girl like Susan Storm. She already said she wouldn't do it though. So
it's tragic.
yeah, oh well though.
Oh well.
But at least we got John Krasinski. I love him. He's so good.
Should watch The Office then.
No, I don't like him that much.
Bruh.
Also, go ahead.
Oh no. Mine's gonna be a whole
Different
thing.
Oh no, I was gonna say like just film's cool and stuff. But
Okay. Then so like if you graduate and you still want to go into film and that's what you're gonna do. Like, what do you want? What is your like
the job I want to get, and assuming I want to go into film, or
like
okay.
out of all we
like Hollywood,
like everything we've just been talking about, like above
that's
the
a
line,
really
below the line,
good
like,
question.
like-
Okay,
like,
so
is your end goal? Do you like want to end up above the line?
well, I
end
think that's
goal?
everyone's end goal because you don't get paid enough. Like there's a rumor going around that there's gonna be a strike coming soon
That'd be good.
because they don't get paid enough. They get paid like I said, like 18 hours, like on a good day. So there's just rumors, and like you don't get paid enough to do that because you're away from your family for so long. You work 10 to 15 hours a day. Like 18 hours just isn't worth it. So there's a rumor that there's gonna be a strike going on, which is gonna suck because I mean movies will not be getting made for a while. But
Gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, I mean I'm down
It'll
with
get
it.
better.
But like everyone's saying that, if it were to happen, then fuck it. Like let's let it happen because it's gonna be so good. Obviously the goal is to be above the line. Directing would be cool. Producing seems like it'd be fun. I'm learning how to produce right now. I'm actually taking like an advanced production class. And I thought it was going to be like just production based. So like making shit. But no, it's like literally just producing. That'd be cool. Cause like, you know how I told you directors have final say? On set. But producers are like, I don't like that. Cause they give all the money.
Yeah.
Producing seems like it'd be fun. And like I said, my professor's producing. And she was telling us about it. That seems really cool. It's a lot of paperwork though. So I don't know. But I know there's people out there that like love or doing below the line work. Like there's a guy I had a class with who he's actually my age, and he said he's been a first AC. So like the guy who like does I didn't really go much into it, but like
What does AC stand for?
assistant camera or assistant cinematographer.
Okay, that makes
So like he's the cinematographer's bitch, the one that like sets up the camera. He also does taping, so he like if the actor's like, hey, I need you to stand there, or I want him to stand there, they do that. And then how I told you the cinematographer aims? The first AC actually does focus. So the first AC is the one focusing while the
How big are their cameras?
depends on the production.
How big can they be?
The
They're like
ones
massive now.
the ones that I see,
Or are they still like?
nah, the ones we have on campus that like they use for like are like the school news and all that shit. They're like this big probably. The body's like this big, but like the lens is like that much off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends on what lens you want to use too, though. But the cool thing is like you know how on a camera like your manual focus is like right here. Well, they have like it's like this thing where you it's a whole rig, right? So like you have a spinny thing on the side that like connects to it. It's like a gear almost, so like it spins on it. But now they have like we use them a couple times, but the one at this campus kind of ass, so like it disconnects sometimes, but it's wireless. So you have like your own monitor and you like go like that and then you like it connects to the camera like wirelessly. It's really cool. But like I said, there's this guy I had a class with and he just loves it. Like I was like, oh, so you're like an AC, a first AC? He's like, yeah. He's been doing professionally since he was a freshman. in high school. So he was like, so I was like, I told him, I was like, so if you could do this like for Hollywood, that'd be like perfect, right? He's like, dude, honestly, if I did this for the rest of my life with an iPhone, I'd love it. And I was like, okay, well, shit, you know. So there are people out there who just like to do below the line work. Like there's this one of the guys at the film festival. Someone asked him, they were like, because he specializes in lighting, like he's just like a lighting person.
Yeah.
And someone asked him, they were like, do you think that, or like, did you always want to be lighting? And he said no. When he went to school, he wanted to be a producer, but after finding out what producers actually do, he was like, I fell in love with lighting. Because, you know, like, camera's great. Like, being a cameraman's awesome. But without lighting, it's ugly.
Yeah, we need some of that.
So, it just would depend on what you want. Like I said, second AC would be cool. There's people who are just, like, amazing at, like, being a second AC. Yeah. But second AC is also, like, your job is to, like, be the pack mule. So, like, if something gets lost, something, it's on you type shit. I couldn't do sound because sound is usually like 1 or 2 people. So like if sound gets fucked up, it's like 100% your fault, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, producing sounds so cool. Directing is cool, but like I didn't know because I thought directors were more like just directing actors because I can do that. I'm pretty good at that, but they like do everything. I don't know if I could handle the stress of that.
There's a lot to do.
Yeah, because they have to compose the shot. Well, that's with help from the cinematographer. They also have to like shot lists are annoying as hell to do, which is just like you break down the script and you're like, all right, this is the shot, this is a shot, this is a shot, this is
So like,
a
what
shot.
about like CGI type stuff?
That's just special effects team, but the director's everywhere. Like,
Is the cinematographer part of CGI at all?
no, the cinematographer's like,
'Cause that's like out of his.
yeah. So like the director's everywhere though. So like the director's like on set, and then when it goes to the editing room, they're right next to the editor. When it goes to the special effects, I assume they're there with the special effects. I haven't really learned much about special effects, but I would assume because it's basically just editing. But like instead of editing, it's like animation, I guess. But like yeah, like directors have final say in everything. Like besides the producer, the producers are above everybody because they give the money out. So if they don't like something, they're gonna make sure that it's known and they're gonna change it. But honestly, like the film world is really just trusting each other.
Yeah.
It takes a bunch of people to make a film. So, like, yeah. It's just trust, bro. It really is. It's crazy, though.
See, I think if I was gonna go into that, I wouldn't be any of that. It might not even be the same thing, but I want to be a stunt guy.
Well, like a stunt guy or a stunt coordinator?
Stunt guy.
Yeah.
This stuff.
I watched this crew. There's people on YouTube called the Corridor Crew. Well, they're with the Corridor, but I watched their like second channel, which is the Corridor, which is all their like behind the scenes shit. And it's like their specialty is like special effects, but they have this series called like VFX artists, you know, react to special effects in Marvel or whatever. But they have one where it's stunt people. And they bring on like stunt, like they brought on the dude who's like the stuntman for Black Panther.
Yeah.
And shit like that. And it's so fucking cool just like watching them like break down shit. And stunt seems really fun, but I'm not physical enough to do that shit because that shit's insane. The shit they do, bro.
I remember just like in Disney World where you get to watch like their things where they have like their stuntmen come out and just do like nothing like they do in movies.
Right.
But they just do like half that, and it's still like crazy what they be doing.
Yeah, bro. Like honestly, like the way they fall, because I watched the video where one of them, like the Black Panther guy, was teaching them how to like just like do like a fall, like from standing to. It's crazy because you know I would assume they just fall and like take it or like they just wear pads and shit, and they were landing on a pad, but they fall. But the way they do it is like when you fall, you should like keep your arms extended, keep your chin up so you don't hit your head, and then as soon as you hit the ground, pop up on your toes, because for some reason that like helps, or some shit, and it's fucking insane like the shit they do, bro, and it's crazy because all of them are like super into martial arts too. So like they'll be like, oh yeah, so that's like Muay Thai, and then like this and that, and then I'm like, oh, that is so dope. Or like they're bringing like weapon specialists, like sword fighting coordinators, and they're like break down, and they're like, see, like this is good because that's realistic. Or like the one question they asked them was in sword fighting, you know, a lot of times they just kind of like swing at the air and they're like this.
Yeah.
And it's like how realistic is that? And like it's very realistic because you swing up to get them to block, and then boom, that opens up the bottom. So it's actually really realistic that they just kind of swing at air. And I was like, what the fuck? That makes so much sense. Like, so it's really, really. I'm honestly, you should get on that because it's really interesting and really dope.
It would be dope.
Cause like I've tried watching their VFX
Do you know if
react, but
like if you're a stuntman, do
Mhm.
you know if you're a stuntman, you're just a stuntman, you do you just do stunts, or are you like
An actor
you
too?
specialize in different. Like if you're like a driver, you specialize in like
Oh,
vehicle
yeah.
stunts.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then if you're like
yeah, that's
like
how it
a-
works.
like a parkour
Yeah, that's how
running type,
that's how it
you
works.
specialize in that.
Yeah.
or-
So it's just people that just
and then
do
there's
martial
probably people that just do
arts.
it all.
Yeah, there's people who do martial arts. There's people who do. I mean, I assume there is people that do it all, but usually it's like if you're a stunt driver, you're a stunt driver. If you're a martial artist, like a stunt fighter, that if you're a fighter, you can basically do everything. You can do the falls, you can do the fighting, you can do the flips, all that shit. If
Feel like-
you're
I feel
a
like the
parkourist, I think parkourists are also like a stunt driver. So like if you're a parkour, like if you're brought on to be like a stunt parkourist, you're pretty much only a parkourist. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Like,
It'd be dope to be a driver.
yeah, but I think it's kind of cool though because like stunt people are so overseen that they play multiple people. Like for example, like Black Panther guy, he's also in the Winter Soldier, like the movie, like the Winter Soldier, and he's one of the people that fights Captain America in the elevators. And then he's also in Civil War as a whole different guy. So it's really cool to like see that they're so overseen that they can be used over and over again.
Especially now, since you can pretty much change everything about
Dude,
how a person looks in
dude,
the movie.
oh my
so.
god, I'm about to spoil this week's episode of Boba Fett, Book of Boba. So if you haven't seen it, mute us real fast. But dude, they brought on I think I'm actually gonna show you this afterwards. So at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian, you know what that is, right? Like the
Yeah.
Baby Yoda episode or show, yeah.
Yeah.
Grogu, but they did like they brought back Luke Skywalker. You know who Luke Skywalker is, right? Okay, but you know obviously he's old now, so they like deep faked him, and it didn't really look that good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so someone on YouTube did it better. Disney hired him, and I assume he did this week's because Luke Skywalker was in this week's episode again. Bro, that shit looks insane, my guy. Like, it's
First of
crazy.
all, that'd be the coolest thing ever.
Like to be on YouTube, like make it do it
Like
better
you
on
just make
YouTube.
something on YouTube and then they.
Disney is like,
I feel like that was his goal. I mean,
well, no, because he's
maybe
done
not
it.
his goal,
He's
but-
done it before, but it was insane how much better it was. Like, I'm gonna show you after this.
I mean, you showed me that one of somebody who did like that fight in that ship.
Yeah,
And it was like
Obi-Wan
terrible in
and
an actual movie.
It was also made in the 70s.
Well, yeah, but like terrible.
Yeah.
Well, good for the 70s, but
Yeah.
terrible now. And he redid it, and it was like
Yeah.
the
No,
same
no.
dude, different dude.
Different dude. You need to watch this shit, though. That shit's literally, like, it's so, like, I'm getting chills. I'm about to cry right now just looking at it, bro. And it's
That'd be
cool
dope.
because the guy who plays Luke Skywalker actually voice acts. Like, he's a voice actor, too. Like, he's been in a lot of different shit. So, like, he's voicing him, and it's so good. So good.
We're already at an hour.
Dude, film I can talk about film all
That was
day, bro.
interesting. I think that's the most I've listened to you.
Well, no, cause I remember I met this guy when we were playing volleyball, and he asked me. He was like, "What's your major or whatever?" He's like one of my mutual friend, and he goes, I was like, "Oh, film." And he's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, oh, "Okay." And then he was like, "Well, what's one of your favorite movies?" And I was like, it was like around the time when Quiet Place 2 came out. So I was like, "Oh, well, Quiet Place 2 was great, bro. Like the opening fucking sequence was amazing. The cinematography was great. The fact that they try to pull it off as like a one-off or like make it look like a one-off. You know, they like did like very hidden cuts and shit like that." And I was talking about it like how a filmmaker would talk about it. And he goes, "Whoa!" And then one of my other buddies, Ben, he was like, "That was crazy, bro." And then they just like kind of like push me off to the side, and they start talking to each other about how crazy it is hearing a film person talk about films. But yeah, bro, it's so interesting and it's so much fun. And like honestly, like a big part of me would also just like take what I learned at school and like just go into YouTube and just talk about it. Cause like I could talk about this shit for hours, bro. Like hours and hours, and just film and movies and I love it, bro.
We can make a series where we break down movies.
Dude, I was
And since
talking.
I'm like not big into it, but
Ooh,
you're huge into
that
it.
might
It can
be
be
a-
like a good.
That might be a good idea because I was talking to Nick about it. This was forever ago before we started Chu Doin. It was in between Chu Doin and my other podcast that didn't really work out. I was talking about him about making a movie one because we watch a lot of the same movies and stuff. We just like watch movies, react to them, break them down and shit like that. But with you, that'd be really cool because
Like I could ask the questions that
Yeah.
like the non
yeah, exactly.
like film type people would ask. So like
Yeah.
those people watching,
and also it would just
we
make
get
us
theirs
watch more
and then
movies.
you would ask like the.
Yeah, because I just need
So,
to
like-
watch more movies. I just need to start watching more movies. So
That would be cool. Think about that. But yeah,
I
we're at like an hour.
love talking about films.
We're
I
at
can talk
hour
about
7.
films all day. Are we really? Oh, let's end it. I have to piss.
All right, bro. So this one flew by. We talked about band and film.
Band, film, and a little bit about reading.
Yeah,
I'm really
but Mal has to pee.
I really have to pee.
I'm Dev.
I've been Maui P.
Subscribe to our YouTube.
Facts.
Follow our TikTok. Follow our Instagram. Follow our Do we have Follow our Twitter.
We don't really use it. do we? That's pretty much it. We do IRL videos. We're planning our
we
next
do
IRL
IRL
videos.
videos.
So, yep. Okay, I've been Maui P. I'm about to piss myself. So, okay,
bye.
bye. Okay, I'm peeing.
He really had to pee. I wrote my topics down. Didn't even need them. We talked about film. A lot of film. Film's kind of cool. Y'all like film? It's fun. We should do that. You want to do that? I can hear him peeing. It's just like a whoosh. Anyways, so yeah. Episode 31. What you doing? Sheriff, do your thing. Give us stuff you want to ask, talk about. Maybe the stupidest stuff ever. You should see this book of topics. It's crazy. I think he's still peeing. All right, I'm gonna get up now. I'm gonna go over here, and then okay, bye.